The country of Spain has delicious seasonal cuisine, especially in the summer. And a local chef is bringing those flavors here to the DMV.
Xiquet on Wisconsin Avenue is a Michelin-starred restaurant, and we're getting a taste here in the Great Day Kitchen. We are joined by Chef Danny Lledo. Good to have you. Good to see you again.
Yes, thank
we
you.
did a thing virtually during the pandemic for Xiquet. You guys are still thriving and going, right?
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That's amazing.
Being in person is so much better because we can smell everything.
I know. What are you making for us today?
So here we have a vegetable paella. I'm finishing it off here. Here's some of the ingredients we've used. The sofrito, this gnocchi, the garlic, tomato, the saffron that gives a flavor with some veggie broth. The veggie broth is consisting mostly of the asparagus and runner beans, and then we have some lima beans, and we're finishing off here with peppers as well as with some eggplant. We use these beautiful firefly eggplant.
Wow, these are the biggest lima beans I've ever seen.
Yes.
Is the eggplant, what's on that? Is it just olive oil or?
Olive oil, yes. And we grilled it a little bit.
I was gonna say it looked, I couldn't tell if it was grilled or not. Oh,
now this is a vegetarian paella. How many different paellas do you typically serve at your restaurant?
So we have a tasting menu, so we only serve one.
Okay.
But we change it like every month.
Okay. And I know you have a summer menu, and new summer dishes. Is that right?
Right.
What are
So
some
So right now we have this, and we do have a fideuà that comes after this, which is a lobster fideuà. And the fideuà is similar to paella, but ours are unique because of instead of using the fideuà noodles, we're using parsnips, and we cut them up into little pasta.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of rice do you use for paella?
For right now, we're using bomba for the most part. Right now our rices are plated, so we want to make sure the integrity of the grain stays whole. And in the past, for doing paellas like this, we're using senya. When we're looking for perfection in the pan, we'll do that.
Now, paella is like a national dish of Spain. Now, are people in Spain eating this for lunch or for dinner or just like anytime?
In Spain, you do it for lunch.
It's just for lunch there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lunch is around 2 o'clock.
Okay.
After their siesta or before their siesta?
Before their siesta.
Okay.
After they have.
Okay, so you eat that and then you go take your siesta. That makes more sense.
Okay. But here in the States, we're eating
Here, you do it because the main meal here in the States is dinner.
Yeah.
So over there, it's lunch.
Okay. Yeah, wonderful. And how long does something like this take to cook?
So the rice takes about 18 minutes, 10 minutes on high, and then another 8 minutes on the simmer. But the whole process, most of the work is the preparation. So it can just making the stocks or for the broths, it's about like at least a couple hours and things like that. So it's just time consuming.
Sure.
So does the table get the entire dish, or do you dish it out to them? How does that work with the big thing of paella?
So at the restaurant, we plate it in the kitchen.
Okay.
So we make it all look pretty inside of the plate.
Instead of all of us just digging into the thing.
So
yes, because it's 14 courses, so you want to make sure that everything is like timed.
Sure. 14 courses. Tell us a little bit too about your restaurant and just in general. The Michelin star.
I know you're a Michelin star there, chef. That's amazing.
Recently won a Rammy.
Yes,
very
Rammy for Best Formal Fine Dining. Yes. So we have 6 tables in the dining room, and you start off in the kitchen with having a bite with myself or one of the other chefs there, and then you go to the dining room, have 12 courses there. Then you go to the lounge for the last 2 courses.
Okay.
I love that you get to be in the kitchen. That's always such a treat, like to really just kind of see everybody moving around and your food being made. And then you have a cellar space. Is that the lounge or is that a new space? No,
that's a new space. So the cellar we're doing for private events for groups all the way up to 20 people. So we do mostly between like 10 to like 18, and we do our wine dinners there as well.
Okay,
well, thank
Chef.
you.
Well, congrats on all the success. Good to see you in person here.